Good evening all, and welcome to another Tier 5 race here in ALR. Tonight, are we in Abu Dhabi for round 6 of Tier 5 here, Season 5, and just like it is outside now, at least in Europe it is, it will become slightly darker during the race, and completely different track this week. Last week we had Monaco. This is in some way the exact opposite of Monaco. Mistakes are not that costly, and but I hope to see some more overtakes. I think that's a safe bet to make. I assume, I hope. I'm a little bit, I don't know how you even call it I'm stuttering a little bit. I don't know why. Maybe because I'm very tired at the moment. However, quali is going to start soon. Since I'm in time for 1 week, what a surprise. I assume I can look at the standings at the moment in Tier 5. Normally I did that during the formation lap because, stream issues or the fact that I was just late. And before the race in Monaco we had a very tight championship with Steve leading in front of Louis, but Louis has grabbed the lead in the title chase very firmly with a win against a non-point scoring position for Steven. He finished in 13th. Louis won with the fastest lap and the pole, and like I said last week, we see it now as a Louis win with a pole and a fastest lap, but he had to work hard for it. So remember that. He had to work hard for it. It was not easy. But his lead in the championship is now 23 points on Steven, who is very safely in second. Before the Monaco Grand Prix, the ex-McLaren driver Thibaut Courtois, or whatever we called him, was still in third with a win and a second position in the first 2 races. Then he left. He couldn't do any more races. But now he's dethroned for P3. P3 is now from Buda in the Ferrari. He has been quite consistent with points every race he drove, 2 podiums, and he's now on 44. So top 3, Louis 115, Steven 92, Buda 44, then Courtois with 43. Cloud is 5th with 39, followed by Heide with 38, Sebastian 7th with 34, he has also 1 podium. Leon retired for the first time, last time around in Monaco, but he's still 8th with 28. New reserve guy Lucas is already up into 9th after 2 top 5 finishes in his first 2 races. And Evan, who scored he scored a good second place last time around in Monaco, is close enough for top 10 with 24. Then Denja with 22, Sun, who's not longer under us, with 17. The Chaleri debuted as a reserve in Monaco. He's scored a 3rd place in his debut, so he's already up into 13th with 15 points. And further we've got Farham with 14, Kabix with 12, Jubilate with 10, Apex with 9, and then some. Yeah, the rest of the points are a little bit more one-offs. Some guys only drove 1 or 2 races. Um, and the constructors, Mercedes there firmly in the lead, 32 points ahead of Alfa Romeo, 125 to 93. Ferrari now in third with 80, McLaren fourth with 77, Williams in fifth with 42, then Renault with 40 in fifth, and that's even. Is he here this week? I don't think he is. No, Kamix was not driving for the last 3 races, and I don't think he's here this evening. AlphaTauri 7th with 39, then Racing Point with 38, Haas with 25, and Red Bull had only had 2 points. So. But here we are back. Quali has started. 18 drivers today. Available to race on this man-made island, I've been told. I think Steva was the first one on track. Let's see, everyone on soft, at least everyone who is going out of the pits at the moment is on soft, except Lucas, he is on the medium tire. And got a load of notifications, I don't know why. Let's go back. My game sound is for me very low, but on stream it's good. Almost everyone already out. Interesting. I have no clue about quali laps or whatsoever. So we just have to wait and see. Let's follow Steve for the first lap. He surely wants to do an attack on the pole position tonight. But this is only his first run, so a bunker lap is, I think, the first thing he is searching for. Getting the time in. Sector 1 was under 20 seconds, I think. Kind of embarrassing because when I do this kind of lap, it doesn't look as smooth as Steve is showing over here. I'm not really that good in driving clean quali laps. The purple middle sector, but that's of course obvious. And everyone out except for 3, and also almost everyone on a timed run. I really have to switch on. I'm just gonna let it play out. And Leon retired. Before he even could set a lap. Well, Steve coming across the line, 33-2. Evan is invalid. Hayden not. I think he is the second one. 34 flap. More times have been put in. Not the best last corner for Tublade. He is in 4th at the moment. And also Louis coming in. Evan also already retired. He didn't set a lap and he is way off in the first sector. And Louis just 5/100 behind Steve at the moment. Can I see what happened with... Oh no, he's already gone. and Cloud is coming into the pits because of invalidation, or I think that was already the first run for a lot with everyone. Buddha went out slightly later, and the same goes for Mike. Mike invalidated already in this lap. Some traffic for Buddha in the section coming across the first straight. 7 guys with a time now. Varying from 1:33 to 1:39. I think it's the first time that my quali time is a little bit close to what the leaders are setting over here. I think my time was a 33.9, 33.8. Maybe even quicker. I don't know. See what Buddha can do. He's now also like maybe a contender for the pole, because in a lot of the races the pole went between Stiba and Louis. I think in all of them except maybe the first one. No, it was Louis 2 times in a row, then Stiba 2 times in a row, and then Louis 2 times in a row. So that would mean that Stiba is going to grab pole, but that's just random statistics. Buddha go into P7, 35.2. And then we keep an eye on one of the reserves back in the car for the 3rd time. And he has a high threshold to keep up with 2 top 5 finishes for Lucas. Farhan went to P4 with a 34.4, and the Salieri is now pitched with a 35.1. And Lucas is putting himself into that top 5. Pushing Salieri, oh god, here we go again. Out of it, he has a 34.2 and is in 4th and well. Malechki is on a lap. He's also, I don't know, he's in a McLaren, but he already drove a race in the McLaren, right? Oh yeah. He was 6th last time in Monaco. He's also a reserve. So Lucas, the Salieri, and Malechki are the reserves. Some cars going slow there, but doesn't bother him too much. And a purple second sector I saw in a flash, but even when I did my qualities in tier 1, I even could get purple sectors according to the game, so I don't trust that shit anymore. Because there was one thing for certain, and that was that I wasn't getting any purple sectors. Because I was never out first in quali. Coming into the 3rd sector, 11 cars now with a time. Portion of them is in, and Kamix is joining, and Malechki goes to P10 with a 36.3. Cloud or Danger? Danger is close to completing at least a lap for the Haas team. And he's up into P6 with a 34.7. A lot of times in the 34, 35-ish. Oh, yeah, that's invalid. Just too wide on the exit of the penultimate corner, and so the lap isn't going into the books. Is he on the lap? Yeah, he's on the lap later. So, last row would be for Evan and Leon, or to be honest for Kamix, because he joined later, he wasn't being able to make it into quali, I think. So for these guys, is it just very simple to at least not start in the final 3 positions? Oh, he's aboard in the lap? But why? Yeah, there are cars coming, that's true, but... Okay. That's a shame. There is a car also going for... Everybody is... Mike doesn't have a valid lap at the moment, so... Steve going quicker at the moment to a 33 flat. In that same moment Cloud is retiring, and again in that weird section coming into the hotel section, like the fast right-handers following each other. So let's see the reaction of Louis. He is quicker. Ferrari goes out of the way for him. He was something like 3/10 quicker, so it should be doable. Can he put in a 32 is the big question. Keeping his car within the lines, and goes to 32.9. First 32 of the day. And he is back on the pole, and they are like a second clear of Heide at the moment. Backing up with a valid lap. Do that somewhere on track. Well, Adrian did put in a lap time at 1:45. Hey, apparently, okay, he could join. Okay, that's good. Is he also on the car that he needs to be in? Yeah. Well, nicely done. So Kamix is going to put in his first lap. He can still compete in quali. He and Mike Sands only had to set a lap to be at least in front of 3 guys that retired already in quali. Well, I think I saw Denja going up to P5 with a 34.3. And also Farham on a lap. Yes, he is. It's also from importance that Farham is performing well for Louis, of course. If they want to win the constructors too. But he is doing a good job. He doesn't need to like outperform Steva, because if Louis does, he doesn't need to. But he is in the mix, going to P4 with a 34.1. And Lucas is out of ERS and takes over P3 with a 33.8. There is a big gap to jump in over there at the top. And that is unfortunately not something that Buddha does at the moment. He goes to P8 with a 34.8. And Apex is also out of ERS, but he takes P8 back. So it's a little bit of a ding-dong niche stuff all the way around. And now to see... Oh, it wasn't valid by Kamix. He missed 3 races. Started the season very well with a P5, a P9, and since then didn't score any points. A lot of guys are just in because oh no, never mind. Yellows. Well, Adrian is deciding to go into the pits in the end. There are a lot of cars out where, and what I'm thinking about, and yeah, I don't know. Let's follow SJ. He's now 14th and needs to improve 8/10 to gain a position on Q-Blade, who is now on the mediums, but he already set a time himself. This is a cool looking shot, by the way, from the hotel bridge section. I don't know, man. I can't really call it. Oh, and he's the ball. I wasn't looking for a second, but that didn't end well, and lost a big portion of his front wing, and so the lap is ruined. And I hope he has enough time to make it another run. People really have to watch out with their pit entrance line, especially in the racing. Quality is not really that important, but yeah, we will. Yeah, we can punish if the pit is not entered properly. Heide just chose. Heide did chose to put in his last lap early, because I assume this is going to be his last lap. The rest is still coming out of the pits at the moment, but we will watch him if he comes close to the finish. Is Sabetti improving a little bit off the radar in this quali session so far? He's in 10th with a 35 full, and he just invalidated, so that's going. Maybe he can recharge to put in another lap. Is Maletsky on a lap? I'm not even sure if they did one lap on the sauce and then are halfway ERS. I'm like, did you already do a lap, or did you back off? I don't know. I think he's going to complete it. But he's not any quicker. No. 37 flag. Which is unfortunately not quicker. Mike is still on his way. Oh, Heide is out. He crashed in the next section. His teammate for today is going to witness it. And I think he clipped the wall there. And he indeed did. And he came kind of far. And that's invalid? It's not invalid. Okay, I thought he was doomed. But necessarily he is not. And he's improving in time, but not in position. So Heide is not doing another lap. Same goes for Denja, the numbers 4 and 6 at the moment. And puts left. He has to find a way to rejoin. And Mike, come on, you can do it. Set a lap. Do it. He does. It's already 4 places up, so Kamix is still going to start last, I assume. Maybe Sabetti is going to do another lap. Of course, he invalidated the last one, if I'm correct. Okay. Coming across the finish line, and he stays in 10th. And Maletsky stays in 12th. And Ruud's still in the run. Jublade, I think. Yes, he is. He's on the mediums. And he had a weird line through that section, but yeah, anyway. So it's to see what the Mercs are going to do. Farham with the toe of... Well, it's not really a toe, but he has Louis just straight in front of him. I think further, yeah, indeed, the top 7 still improving, and Buddha in 9th. The rest all finished. And Louis, is he going to improve? He is to 32.7. Farham by 12,000. Lucas is also improving his time, but is staying 3rd. Buddha, well, that didn't work out. And Steve indeed also improves, but just misses out on the pole. Louis is doing it once again, and that would be his 3rd in a row, and his 5th of the season. I think I'm completely wrong with I called the stream, but what did I call the stream? I called the stream round 6 Abu Dhabi. But I missed the race. Oh, bollocks. No, it's round 7. Because I couldn't commentate in Belgium, so it's round 6. And Monaco last time was also round 5, but it was round 6. So this is round 7, and it's the 5th pole of Louis in 7 races. 35,000. It's barely. It's nothing, to be honest. So we're in for a treat. Lucas in third. With a 33.6, also kind of clear of the rest of the group with Heide, Farham, Denja, the Salieri, Apex a little bit further behind. Buddha the number 3 in the championship is 9th, and Sadetti closing off the top 10. And Jubilee did improve on his mediums, but it didn't brought him further than P13. And 4 guys without a time. So let's go racing. Okay, let's go. Yeah, indeed, 2 stoppers predicted. I hope we see them indeed. It's already so dark. Look at all those clouds. No way it's going to rain, by the way. Really is. No, I don't. No. I'm not gonna say stupid stuff I'm doing when it's about to go raining. That's not what I'm doing. I was tempted, but yeah. Let me see. What do I want to see? Tires. Yes. Oh. Everyone on mediums out of the top 10 except for Mike in 15th. He's starting on the soft. Still, I think maybe medium hard, but in the... I think the Trump rule is the 2-stop. It's so dark. I've never seen like Abu Dhabi start off that dark. Possibility of rain. Yeah, Jeff. We all know what Jeff can say. Really, it is going to rain here. Oh. To be honest, that would be the first time I ever see rain in a league race in Abu Dhabi. I think in Bahrain I've had rain before. Yeah, that's true. But I think Abu Dhabi is the only track where I've seen a single. Everyone is coming towards the grid, so we can go racing for 28 laps. Can I have... Guys. Well. These starts are always like, what's happening? It this not looking good. This is taking way too much time. The fans are still cheering. Uh, um, we're running a lap 2. According to the counter. Um, I think there is a restart coming. I assume. I just hope that we are racing according to some guys. Let's see, Comedy ghosted. So, I would say, new lobby? Create a new lobby? Whoa. Okay.